guys. It's been a kind of a long time since I streamed last, but I just kind of wanted to, I don't know, hang out with you guys, talk about some of the stuff I've been kind of working on and thinking about. So I still am not done with the 100 head challenge. It's been such a long time. I started off on like such like a quick jump. Like I probably did like the first five. I probably did 10 heads each day for the first couple days of the challenge, and then all of a sudden I slowed down, and now I'm at head number 87, I think. So we are slowing down in that case, but I am picking up trying to draw landscapes from imagination. So that's what I've really been trying to work on a bit here. Can I try to maneuver this light around? I've really been working on trying to do landscapes from imagination. And so that's kind of what I think I'm going to end up doing by the end of today. I think I'm going to try to get something that I like some sort of composition that I like, and then try to do a painting from it. So this is one that I really like just like a really tall mountain, and we see the scale of like the mountain versus the trees versus whatever would be in the foreground. I also kind of like, which one was it? This one. I like the shape of the clouds and how it leaves like a circle around the sun. So I think that's something we could do. Oh, I also like this one. Hold on. This one was like half from imagination and sort of with inspired by reference, but it's kind of, this one is kind of like this one as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and well, let me get up open page. I'm going to try and like kind of improvise a bit. Sorry, just give me a second. I'm going to try and improvise a bit. Let me just tape this down. Sorry. Okay. Let's see if we can tape this down a bit. And so I'm going to try to, I forgot what I was going to say is, I'm going to try and improvise and see if I can't come up with something that's a little bit like larger that I can work with for like an actual drawing. For the oh my goodness. I'm going to try to draw something that I can use as an underdrawing for a painting. And I'm going to try to keep it more refined than I usually do. Because what I'll usually do is I will like draw very, very loosely, and I'll end up like having to fix stuff in the painting. But what I want to try to do is draw it more exact and then follow my drawing more closely, especially because I don't have a reference, so I need to make like a really good underdrawing. Sorry, my phone. Okay, that's good. Actually, I need to see what I did actually on this page. Oh, it's this one. Okay, so it kind of comes up like. Okay, I think I could work with that. Okay, so let's get back to it. But yeah, I've been really inspired by this artist. I think he's a French artist, an old French artist. I believe the name was Jean Dupas. I have no clue how to pronounce the name. But his art was like not even the most like technical stuff, but I really like the way he approached like the landscapes, and then also incorporating people into it. And I feel like that's really what I would like to start moving towards. because I spend a lot of time doing the plein air paintings, and I feel like that's really cool. But I would love if there was people, if there was like more story, if there was more like life in my paintings. Especially because I'm moving on to acrylic and like um, just like I'm moving on to more professional, more art like light fast, more artist grade sort of paints. So I would like my paintings to kind of be in a similar kind of vein to that. Of just being a little more serious and a little more like refined and less sketches because I've called everything sketches for the past like 5 years. Okay. Sorry if you guys heard me slurping on a straw. I haven't had anything to eat, so I'm trying to drink a smoothie real quick. See, this is the thing that's kind of difficult. I don't do a lot of this sort of like creating stuff from my head very often. So I can tell I'm gonna struggle a bit here, but I'm trying my best to just make something up that I feel like looks okay. Like also, one of the big goals I have for this painting in particular, and I guess for the rest of my paintings moving forward, is like a sense of scale and a sense of like the landscape being like gigantic and people being small in that landscape. Okay, so I'm trying to imagine like some sort of trees in front of this mountain, and I want to keep them simple. Like I want to keep them readable, but like also where I don't have to do every single brushstroke. Okay. Also, I feel like sometimes I forget that I'm speaking to artists. So you guys know all about whatever readable. Okay, so these front trees are probably gonna be. I want those ones to be the most clear, like these front, the ones that I'm putting in front of. I guess maybe should we just take this out? Maybe take out these back. We can take out this little back line. Something like that, and then I want to have people right here. So I don't know if I should really put in detailed trees or if I should kind of cut it off here and then maybe I think I should cut it off there and then try something that'll yeah, I think that's the goal. I'm gonna try to maybe cut it off here, something like that. Again, like try to make some sort of form out of this. Okay. There we go. I can see something. I'm just gonna connect all this to the ground instead of having little tree trunks. There you go. That's like trees. Yeah, I think that reads tree. And then what would be over here? Maybe let's kind of refine this a little bit. I apologize if it's so loud. I have the window open. Let me close that. Okay, I apologize for the noise. I hope you guys can hear me too. I don't honestly know if I'm speaking loud enough or if the phone is close enough to my face, but okay, I would like there to be people, but I don't know. We could do. Okay, let's think. This is the hard part of trying to paint from imagination, that you have to like. You definitely have to have an instinct for what you want already. Maybe we should do some bigger trees. I just need some sort of shape over here that's gonna fill in all this. But you know what? Let's take that out. I think what we can do over here is we can put in we can sort of put in like the shapes of the mountain, which I'm not all that familiar with, but I know there's like planar changes that'll kind of create some sort of form in the mountains. I guess the only way to figure out is just to go try to find out. Maybe something like this, and then maybe that's something I should study too, is the form of mountains. I don't like that. I don't like that, so we're gonna erase it. This is where a photography book would come really in handy, but unfortunately I don't have any of those right now. Also, I don't think I titled this, but we're doing landscapes from imagination, so I hope. Okay, yeah, that's what we're doing. I forgot to title it that, but that's what we're doing. What would be on the mountain? See, that's the difficult part. I have no clue what a mountain looks like in all reality. Hey, Danny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, that's the problem. I don't know what mountains really look like without a reference. So, oh my goodness. We're gonna have to figure something out. I know. Okay, let me. This is my basic knowledge of mountains. I know that they kind of look like this, right? And then they have like, you know, like the sand dune type of thing, where they have like, you know, basic mountain anatomy, stuff like that. And they have like faces that like correspond. I know that much, but what I don't actually, no, that doesn't look too bad. So that's what I basically know, but I don't know a whole lot other than that. You know, we could reference. Let's see. I did draw a pretty good one in the back here. So let's see what that one looks like. Okay, I mean this one I just kind of put in like a. I kind of just put in some basic shapes, but I don't know if that'll really work. They are essentially cones in nature, but jagged and irregular. That's a good. Okay, that's a good way to think about it. Let's see how that would. Let's see how that would. So if we have a point here, there's like kind of like a cone kind of thing. So maybe this face would be in darkness, and then maybe. Yeah, this is like math. This is kind of. Okay. You know what? We're gonna go based on feeling. We're gonna get in tune with our feelings, and we're gonna figure this out right here, right now. Okay, and then maybe something like that. But I feel like that looks too much like a path or like a road. Danny, have you ever heard of the artist John Theodore Dupas, or Dupas? Because this is who I'm really trying to channel in the rest of my paintings. I think there's something very special about his paintings. Maybe I'll show some of them in a second. But they actually have me like very impressed. I don't know how else to explain it, but okay, I'm starting to do that thing I do again, where I scribble. Let's be intentional. Okay. I want there to be some sort of something over here to fill up the space. So I think I'm going to. Well, I wanted to. Maybe we could do two things. I want to have like a tree line, so maybe something like. Maybe something like this, a tree line, and maybe like, don't know. I guess just make stuff up. I kind of want, maybe we could have like a single tree over here. A nice little special tree. I like that. Maybe we should give it like a little, a friend, a little buddy over here. Maybe we should give it a little buddy. Okay, I like that. I like that. Nice and peaceful. A nice little happy tree. You spell it like this. You spell it John or Jean Jean Dupas. I'm gonna show you guys a picture. I'll show you. I'll show you. Okay, here it is. This is one of his paintings. I think this is probably the most famous one, I think. So interesting, and I believe this is, well, this might be oil, but he is definitely a gouache painter. I've seen some of his gouache stuff. It's really cool. Oh, and this is what his preliminary sketch looks like for something like that. That's pretty cool. He has this one, which I really like. And there's so much different than what I've been doing. I feel like I kind of like got stuck in the idea. I forgot about like, hold on, sorry. I feel like I kind of forgot that like, I didn't forget that like surrealism and like sort of off the top of your head stuff exists, but I feel like I kind of almost put that like lesser down than like realism or man, I have no clue. Hold on, I could check. What time period? Let's see. I don't know, but it's a long time ago. Maybe like I think it's 1920s. I think it's 1920s, but I could be wrong. Something here says 1882. Something says 1964. So maybe I think the 20s was his sweet spot, and then he lived from 1880 to 1962, I think, or 64, something like that. But yeah, I feel like I kind of forgot, or I feel like I put like surrealism or like I don't know. I feel like I've just been true to life for a little too long. I feel like I want to do more stuff like that, where it's just I want to tell a specific story, and so I'm gonna make it up, regardless of if it exists or not. They look like he's referencing history or antiquity in his themes. Do you want to do that too? No, I would like to do like, honestly, I would love to do like I'm such a huge fan of tragic heroes. I would love to do stuff like that. I'm not sure if you've ever seen literally one of my biggest inspirations in like anything, like storytelling or like just art in general, which is this is gonna be a weird reference, but Marty Robbins. If you guys know who Marty Robbins is, the guy that you know, the old singer songwriter. He has this song called Utah Carol, and it literally is like some of the, I don't know, you guys are gonna laugh when you listen to it, but it actually gives me chills, no joke. Just like the storytelling and the meaning behind the little story that he told in the song. Just very, very beautiful. Okay, I want to put figures in this, but I don't know where to put them. Oh, I'm gonna grab a painting for you guys real quick. Hi, Irina. Hi there, just joined the stream. Thanks for the effort. A question is that piece of paper with colors. Oh no 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 no. This is this is a swatch from an old painting. Actually, I'll show it to you. This is a swatch sheet for a painting that I never finished yet. Um, so yeah, it's not. This isn't for this one. No. But oh, I wanted to say, this is a painting I finished, and I'm still learning to with acrylic and I'm painting on canvas in general. But in this painting, I thought it was really cool because I really liked doing the whole like scale of like the sky is like the biggest part, and then just putting two little people down here having a little date, into the mountain. So I like this one, but I feel like I can keep getting better on my execution and like my game planning, because this one's kind of weak. If we're being honest, it's a little weak. It's a little weak with the like, I don't know, like the structural anatomy. I don't know how else to explain it, but I feel like it's just not strong enough of a piece. Like it feels a little like it's missing some kind of stuff. But that's why we're working on this. We're working on realism from imagination, but not realism. Um, Landscapes from imagination. And honestly, it almost makes me want to buy that James Gurney book. If you guys have ever seen that one, the imaginative realism. It makes me really want to buy that one, but I don't know if I will. 'Cause I think that's more for like, I don't know. I mean, maybe you guys tell me if you guys have read it, but I think that's more for like character drawings. Okay, so I would like for there to be figures. Let's try to work out what the story would be. Maybe there's like, hmm. Yeah, Danny, that's what I've been doing. I've been doing some thumbnailing. Like, hey, Jan. I've been doing some thumbnailing. Like this one, I have a bunch of these little mini, and that's what I like. This is such like a ramble live stream, but I guess that's good. Um, I feel like the realism or the landscape stuff is really easy to do with like tiny little thumbnails, because you just block in the overall composition. Okay, I think I wanted to do figures, but I don't know. Also, I don't know how I feel about putting naked people in my paintings. I don't know how I feel. I really love when people do that, like with the like when the old masters do like a random woman sitting by like a pond or something. I think that's so cool. But I don't know if I necessarily want that to be my thing. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Okay. Oh, yeah, we could do that. That would be a cool like silhouette kind of thing. That would be cool, like having like a tiny little dude right here. Let's see how that would look. Don't be until you try it. Who knows? I mean, you guys might see a painting real quick of that sometime in the future. I've also really liked doing like I don't know why. After I did that one plein air painting, and this couple walked through. Like this couple, I think they were like an older couple. They were just walking their dog. Let me grab. Okay, let me grab that painting. I'm sorry. Let me grab the painting real quick. Okay, here it is. After I did this painting of of these two people, they were like holding hands walking. I don't know why, but something about that is just so sweet. Like I don't know, it's a very like, and I would like to have that. I would like to have that feeling in my paintings, because I don't know why, but something about that and being able to catch it like plein air, and I had nothing to do with them. I don't know them. I don't know them or their dog. But something about like them just walking through, like like the scene was already kind of pretty, but then they just walked. I don't know. I don't know. Something about it was really sweet. So I would like to bring that to more of my paintings. Honestly, I would love to do that more. Oh, you have read. Okay, you've read Imaginative Realism a couple times. I really love it. I think it explains how to paint way better than Color and Light. Really? I haven't read Color and Light either. I gotta be honest. I'm kind of a fake. I'm kind of a fake. I'm kind of a fake James Gurney fanboy. I haven't read either one of those. I gotta be honest. Okay, I definitely should probably read that. But I feel like I've never really liked being told um, how to. I don't know. I feel like I don't really know if I like being told how to draw. I more so like seeing what I like in someone else's art and then being like, I can take that from what they do. I don't really like people like teaching me, but that might be. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I think I'm humble enough to take advice. And I've been studying the American Impressionist Child Hassam. Okay, let me look him up. He is a master of capturing street scenes. Oh my. Okay, let's see. What's his name? Something. Yeah, Child Hassam. Okay, see a bunch. Oh, okay. I've seen this. I've seen this before. I have definitely seen these paintings before. The way Gurney writes the book is just like, this is how I. Okay. Oh, okay, for sure. I wonder if these. Do you think these are done plein air, Jane? Danny, do you think it's done to plein air? These are really cool. Definitely, you know what? I really like the sort of spotty style that these French people, the French painters have. The like spotty like um I want to say Van Gogh, but I don't think Van Gogh is like the poster child of that style. But like you know what I mean, like the spotty like the sort of style. I really like that style, but I feel like it would be too much like time for me. I'm trying to figure out what I want for the figures, but I think oh, they are plein air. That's actually pretty insane. That's actually pretty insane. Okay, I'm at my mind's actually struggling to think of what I'm gonna do with the figures. I guess they could be. Let's think. We could do like. Yeah. Okay. Let's kind of brainstorm a bit. We could do like. We could do two people like sitting at a bench. Or can't stand. Okay, let me look that up. What was the first one? Clearing sunset. Clearing sunset. Okay, what am I actually looking at? This is. You're saying this is plein air? I'm gonna be honest, Danny. I don't know if I believe you. I don't know if I believe this is plein air. That's pretty insane.
Hey, Jen.
Yep.
It's a nice breeze out.
Okay, thank you. Cab. What'd you say? Cab. Cab at night. What was it called? Cab at night. Oh, there's a bee in my room. I opened the room. I opened the window. Oh no. Okay, there's a bee in my room, but we'll figure it out. Okay, back to the painting. I want to do figures. I probably want to do... What if we just did people having fun? Like what do people do? Maybe like they play soccer or something. Let's do like 2 people. That's a little big, I think. Definitely super cool. It was oil. It was oil painting. It looks like oil, I guess. Honestly, we can worry about the figures later. How about that? We can worry about the figures later. I do want to start a painting, so... Actually, yeah, while we're figuring out what the figure's gonna be doing, let's gesso a board real quick. Okay, oops. So yeah, I guess we can kind of brainstorm of what. I think Jan, Jan said have like a person admiring the view. That's definitely a possibility. Or does gouache too. I always love. I always love when I see like a piece of art that I really like, and then it says like gouache at the bottom. I love that. Like when you see like an old piece of art, and then you find out it's done with gouache. That always makes me happy. Okay. I don't know how far we'll be able to get with this painting today, but I guess we'll see. You know what? We can kind of use this as a reference. What about this? Is kind of a nice pose. I 3D printed this a while ago, and I like the pose. I think it's kind of a cool. I think we could do. It looks like a statue. I'm sure it is a statue somewhere. But we could do something like that too. I just don't know what the context is. There you go. Now you guys are more on my level. So this is white paint. This is white acrylic paint and gesso. Now I don't know why other people do it. I know why I do it. Because one, I want to give the board some texture, so it's not like I can't stand the manufactured canvas texture. I really don't like how that looks. At least for my paintings. So I do it, 1, to cover it up, and then 2, to have like not more opacity, but just like actually I don't know. Maybe I lied. I don't know. Just something else besides the canvas texture to paint on. Now I don't know why other people do it. So other people might have better reasons of why they gesso their board. But I just want some texture, and I don't want to paint over the... I don't like the manufactured, like, printing kind of look to it. Okay. This is such a boring... Oh my goodness, this is a boring live stream. I apologize. Okay, we covered the board. There you go. I might have to do a second coat, though. So I'm going to put this off to the side. And I'm going to try to figure out what I want these figures to be doing. Totally agree. It sucks. It sucks because canvas is so cheap, but it's so rough to paint on. It can take a lot of gesso to cover it. Yeah, I don't like the weave. I don't like the weave print sort of. It doesn't even look like weave. It look like it got like stamped. I'm really not a huge fan of that. Okay, let me brainstorm a bit. So we could do exactly. Just painted white over a white canvas. I kind of like the idea of people playing soccer. I like the idea of like maybe like a dude proposing or something like that. Something nice and sweet. Maybe like I don't know. Maybe I like two people on a bench. Hey, Adonis. It's good to see you. Two people on a bench. We could do maybe just like people dancing. How about that? It's not bad. I don't mind that. People dancing, just having fun. Um, you know what? Maybe we should look at some examples from the man himself. Maybe we should do John Theodore Dupas. Honestly, most of this guy's art is just women like dancing around having fun in the woods. Some very much like witchcraft type. Like you would definitely they would probably get accused of being witches back in the day. Just ladies dancing around the woods. What about a picnic? I would do a picnic if I didn't do one on this one. This is kind of a picnic. It's kind of hard to see actually, but there's two people having a little picnic. But that's it. I'm gonna try to do a little bigger than this. I want to paint the people a little bit bigger than that. Okay. Thanks, Adonis. You know what would be kind of cool? Maybe we could have like someone taking a picture, like someone like a photographer taking a picture of something. It's kind of hard to work out the scale though. That's the tough part about it. Okay. Maybe have him here. And then he's gonna be taking a picture. I also have to make it so that it reads. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Of like I was thinking of a like the old style cameras, but then I don't know if we were kind of making it a little too not pretentious, but like too like. But maybe we could do that. Maybe we could just have like someone flying a kite. That's a good idea. I like that. Okay. Well, first, okay. Let's do the camera one first. Let's try to these two. Maybe there's a tripod. Okay. It's so hard to read it. I missed something. Average person head usually aligns with the horizon. I have heard that, Danny. I have heard that, and I do take your advice. But at the same time, at the same time, hold on. Let me see. Let me see if that makes sense. I trust you, but hold on. Let me see. So you're saying like a person's head would be here, and then they're like shoulders, and then whatever hips. So you're saying like, yeah, I guess that's true. But do you think that depends? Do you think that depends if Yeah, I trust you, but at the same time, I'm gonna have to fail on my own. I'm gonna have to find out. I'm gonna have to find out if that's the truth, Danny. All right, I mean, let's just see. Um, I like the idea of like the old kind of cameras. Let's see if we can. Honestly, it doesn't even really matter right now. Drones are drawn vertically. Is that a statement or, honest? I don't know. Okay. Hey Daniela, on that tribe mentioned here before, Lancy. Oh yeah, okay. There was a guy who was submitting accepted a gouache painting. Hold on. Hold on. There was a guy was accepted by submitting a gouache painting of guys playing soccer. Oh, wow. Let me look that up. Landscape Artist of the Year. Was it season 7? You said season 7, soccer. A drone? We could do a drone, but you know what? I kind of want I feel like no way. No way. Is this really? No, that's not it. I don't want to down talk anybody, but some of these paintings don't look. Oh no, okay, no, these are really good. I found it by searching these terms: landscape artist of the year, soccer paint. Okay, landscape of the artist of the year. Oh, Adonis, but what I was saying is, I feel like I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but have you guys ever seen Patterson, the movie? But in Patterson, they do a good job of like yeah, it is like modern times, but it also is like hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find the picture. Landscape artist of the year, soccer painting of the year. Okay, let me year. Soccer painting. I don't know if I don't think I see it. Sort of modern, but like I feel like they do a good job of like, even though it's set in like modern times, they do a good job of like keeping modern stuff out of it. Like people aren't really on their phones, except when it becomes important. But like, yeah, like they do the modern thing good, where it's not like, oh, I gotta have Snapchat open because we're in 2024. Okay, so we're gonna have a guy using a camera with a tripod, and then I really want something like happy and kind of like, or what if we just do people again, like having like a team picture? That'd be kind of cool. Having like a little team. Let's see if it's. It doesn't really matter. We can do whatever we want. I'm gonna worry about all this stuff later, all the figures later. Let's see. Is this dry? It's drying. Okay, we have a couple minutes left. I guess we can just chill out and talk for a little bit. I like that when movies aren't attached to pop culture references. Yeah, I love that too. And I love when movies aren't like. One thing I don't like about movies, and I'm not sure if you guys care at all, but oh, we could work on the color. We can work on the colors too. I forgot. I really don't like when movies have like jokes that only work like once. That's one thing I'm not a fan of at all. It's like when movies have like a joke that like is supposed to work in the theaters, but then when you watch it at home, it's like they could have just not done that. But I don't know. It's okay. Everybody has their own decisions, executive decisions to make. Okay, so what kind of color palette are we gonna use? I think we want to use. That looks alright. I want to do purples. to like show like the distance. So I want the mountain to be kind of purplish. I just happily ate 10 pouches of Heels fruit snacks as well in case. I was not wondering, but thank you. I appreciate that for letting me know. This paper isn't really made for doing anything besides like drawing, but who cares? We can kind of try it out. This is literally a Dollar Tree sketchbook. I got it because I really like the cover. It has like this leather, like this is a different one too. It has like a leather. I don't know. I like it. It's really super cheap, but I've been keeping it on me more often than not. We all do. Okay. Oh, are we talking about the movie thing or the fruit snacks? Yeah, I think the last one did pretty good. The last sketchbook tour did all right. It did better than the portrait of my dog, which is crazy, but I think I just have to be more planned with what I post on my post for videos. Okay, so if I'm taking inspiration from the man Jean Dupas, he seems to like to do really like not dull, but like not super vibrant, but also really smooth and I guess full colors. So I think I want to kind of follow a little bit of that. I also want to erase the sun. I don't like that. I don't think that works. I think it would look better if we just had like clouds or something. No, I rarely. Do I always lay out colors before working on it? No, I rarely do. I have an understanding of what. Well, okay, this is the only difference, and let me speak slowly and clearly so I don't lose my mind. Today I'm doing it because I am working from imagination. If I was working from a reference, I don't really need to map out colors because I already understand like what the colors are because I can see them. But in this case, because I am working from imagination and I have no like color reference except the one that's in my head, I kind of have to like figure out what I'm doing. Okay, but I think I just want to keep it really. I want to bring in the ultramarine when we get further into the sky, and then I want to maybe keep the mountain kind of like dull yellowish, kind of pinkish, brownish. I'm honestly ruining this paper by doing this, but I think it'll give me a good idea. Nope, that's too bright. I think it'll give me a good idea of how the painting's gonna turn out. Yeah, you guys can see this paper is not made for this, but it's a good thing this isn't the final paper. Hey, Misuko. It's good to see you. Okay. I think the overall idea that I want to try is move from like warm to cool. This looks such like a mess. Oh my goodness, it's such a mess. Yeah, this is a mess, but it's not going to be a mess when we take it to the real painting. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to have real artistic integrity for this. Okay. Let's put away the watercolor, put away this. We can flip this. Okay, there we go. There's our board, there's our swatch sheet, and we should be good to start. I'm gonna keep using these So Flat paints. I really like them, so I'm just gonna keep using them. We got our white, we got the closest thing to yellow ochre I could get. Um, and this, I'm just gonna use these real quick for the underdrawing, and then when we start doing the actual painting, we'll use some other colors. Okay, I should have grabbed a palette. It's just like a flat acrylic, so it's like, honestly, I don't know the difference between this and acrylic gouache, but it's like just like a matte acrylic. Also, I'm mixing on a palette. Maybe I should mix in some other colors. But yeah, I forgot who asked. Who asked? Irina. I don't usually map out colors, but we're doing these from imagination, so I have to map out the colors a little bit. Okay. So I like the idea of the mountain kind of coming up. Over here, and then maybe coming up here, and then dropping again. How do you feel about galleries in the perspective of an artist? How do I feel? How do I feel about galleries? I mean, I like going to galleries. I've been to, well, I guess if you mean galleries by like an art museum or stuff like that, I love going to art museums. If you're talking about galleries as in like an opportunity for my work to be shown, I haven't done that yet. I've never had my work shown besides on YouTube. So, how do I feel about galleries as an artist? I don't really have much feeling at all, honestly. I think they're cool, and if you ever get the opportunity to do one, I think you definitely should. Okay, that's not a very convincing shape, but it'll work. And then this is where the... Okay, now we're gonna get out of control. I have no clue who that is. Okay. Put in some of the trees. I'm just gonna put in the big shape first, and then I'm going to do the smaller. I should have put in the horizon first. How could I forget? Hi, Tara. Yeah, Danny. Don't pay attention to Adonis. Don't pay attention to him. Don't pay attention to him. I know Adonis pretty well, so he can somehow get away with asking questions like that. I think we're gonna make it a little taller. Okay, so I think this is working out pretty good. I don't see any big like issues right now with the scale or anything. Maybe this should be a little taller. Also, I don't know how much longer I'll be able to stream for because my phone is starting to overheat. Or not overheat, but it's getting hot. So we'll see how much longer I can stream. Hopefully it doesn't cut off like it used to. When I first started streaming, the phone would just cut off all out of nowhere, and then I would be like stuck trying to figure out how to stop the stream. Okay. And then you know what I want to do clouds. I think that's gonna be like a nice touch. And I didn't put it in the reference, so we're gonna have to kind of make them up. So I guess we could do two things. We could like compensate. We could compensate on this side, like have clouds that match up with this, or we can just go like. I do want to have some blue, so we can. I think I want to do something like this. I'm completely just making this up. Okay, that looks good. I think it looks decent. I'm gonna quickly block in some values. Just some like loose, really loose values. This is totally new for me, but I really would love to paint like this more. Because I feel like it's a lot. I almost, not that I don't feel like an artist when I do it, but and I don't necessarily feel like I've been stunted by it, but I feel like there's a different sort of like artistry that comes from. Oh, this bee is back in here. Can you guys hear the bee? It might be a. Oh, that's not a wasp. Is that a fart? I can't tell what it is, but something's flapping in my room, and it sounds like a bee. But what I was saying is, I feel like there's a different sort of artistry that comes with like painting from no reference at all. And not that you're any less of an artist if you paint from reference, because I've done it like since I've started. But I feel like there's a different sort of like vibe to people who don't use references. Even abstract painters, I'm sure people don't like abstract painters, but there's like a different kind of vibe that comes to like, no, I paint, but I don't paint anything that like exists. I just paint what I want to exist, or what happens to exist when I do paint. And I like that idea. I like that the idea of doing that. Okay, the rest. This is all gonna be really light, so I'm just gonna quickly wash it in. I hope you guys know what I mean, but like, definitely don't feel bad if you do work from references, because I've done so. That's why I'm trying to do this now, because I'm so dependent on references, and I'm just lucky that this is a landscape. Because if this was like a person's face without a reference, you guys would like probably unsubscribe. Because I absolutely have such a hard time doing faces with no reference. Actually, maybe we should try that at the end of this. Maybe we should try that. See how that works out. See if I'm still as confident as I was before. Okay. This, you know what? When I put in the brown, it kind of gives me like a Dune kind of vibe, like the movie Dune. Man, it's okay to use references. More people than. Oh yeah, everyone's using references. They're all doing it. They're all cheaters. No, definitely everyone does it, but I really like when people don't. Or not when people don't, but I really like when I don't know, I feel like I feel like I really like certain kind of art that doesn't require references. But no, I definitely see what you're saying, Sarah. I feel like some people, I don't know where that comes from though, like the stigma of like using reference. I don't even know who made that up. I don't know who invented the idea that you can't use references. But for some reason, people still talk about it. I don't even know if it's real, but people still talk about it. There being like a stigma of using references. Have you ever done any abstract stuff? I've done a little and it's fun. No, I don't. I can't think of any abstract stuff I've done. Hold on. Hold on. Actually, that's kind of it's not abstract, but I can show you the closest thing I've done to abstract. I think it actually makes me laugh. Well, it's a little scary, but it makes me laugh a little bit. I'm gonna go grab a painting real quick. Okay, I've given you guys your fair share of warnings. What you're about to see may or may not cause a nightmare for you guys tonight. Let's kind of back up and let's zoom out. Oh my goodness. This is like, I think it's like an 18 by 24. This is probably the closest thing I've done to abstract, and this was so long ago. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I honestly don't. I don't know what to say. The colors don't really make any sense. There was no emotion behind this painting. I was just trying to figure it all out, but I think this was 20. What year was this? No date. I think it was 2020 or 2021. That's the closest I've been to abstract. That kind of reminded me of the meme of the. It kind of reminded me of the meme of medieval artists, medieval paintings, and how they never. Oh, I know. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. You know, I think that's kind of cool though. I still think it's cool, even though it's like not anatomically correct or it doesn't make any sense. Still kind of a cool like. Oh snap! You know what else really really like makes me like makes my artistic brain feel good? Japanese art, like the Japanese like the I don't even know how to explain it, but like the Japanese folk art, is that what it's called? Perfection. I love it. Yeah, right. That's so awful. It's funny though. Perfection. Staring right. Yeah, that's why this is in the closet. That painting stays in the closet. Um, it is not coming out anytime soon. I'm honestly a little weary about keeping it out right now, but I'm gonna show you guys what I mean by the Japanese. I think it's folk art. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like stuff like this. Hold on, that one's not a good example. Okay, like this kind of stuff. That's so cool. Um, this kind of stuff. So cool. Because I know there's no reference, or if there is a reference, it's like it's not in the same way that that we would use a reference. You know what I mean? It's like a reference of like what the thing is, rather than like a reference of the lighting and the shading and the posing and the everything. It's just like I need to know what a panther looks like, so I'm gonna use a panther, but I'm not gonna. I forgot who said it, but somebody was talking about how you can. I think it was Kim Jong Il, rest in peace. Um, or no, maybe it wasn't him. It was just someone that kind of draws like him. But they were saying like if you're gonna use a reference, if you're gonna use like if you're gonna learn to really draw stuff, um, like you can use the reference, but just change the pose. Like if you're gonna learn to draw like panthers or like animals, you can use a picture of a panther, but just don't put it in the same pose. Just take what you can from the reference that you have, and then change the pose so that you really understand the anatomy. And I've been really bad at doing that. I haven't done that at all. I just really take like that one guy Anthony Cordero, or not Cordero, Anthony Cabrero. He's another like guy in the plein air thing. He was talking about drawing versus rendering, and I think I've been good at rendering, but I haven't really sucked my teeth into drawing. But whatever. There's so much time. Hopefully. I saw some of those old calligraphy paintings in a museum. Were they really big, or were they kind of pocket sized? I'm always a huge fan of really small paintings because I think it makes me feel like I'm not falling behind. Okay, I'm just gonna put in. I'm sure this value is gonna, or I'm sure this color is gonna change. But just putting in a basic sky quickly. And I think I want to make the clouds more smooth. I think well, should we? Because I don't know, should we have the jagged against the smooth of the rock, or have like them both be kind of smooth? I don't know, not sure. Man height? What? An 18-inch wide. Let me think. Oh, so is it like a scroll? If they're man height, hold on. Dang, I saw you said something about the deer sculpture, but I missed it. I missed it. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a big fan of those Japanese style like brush calligraphy paintings, drawings. Yes, scroll with silk backing. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh snap! I'm about to get schooled. Okay, here we go. Here we go. The Japanese had books with reference of drawing. I mean, Hokusai published books with references how to draw. Really? Really? I gotta look that up. That's really cool. I really gotta look that up. See, this is why this is see. I'm always humbled quickly because as much as I like art, I don't spend any time with the history of it. I don't spend any time like thinking about the. I really should though. But like people will bring up like famous artists, and I have no clue who they are, even though they're like the most well-established painter of all time. Okay, but that okay. I gotta look that up, Daniela. How to draw different things, different ways, subjects. That's really cool. I was saying, I was saying, playing around with the sculpting really helps you get your mind around form. Yeah, yeah. I'd imagine that's probably a big part of why someone like Kim Jong Il is so good at their style and what they do. They probably have a good idea of the form, and a good idea of like 3D images in their head. I think I'm okay with 3D images in my head, but I'm not like I don't think I can hold those mental images for long, at least right now. Okay, I'm just blocking in basic colors. I'm gonna render it a little more later, but I think I just want to block in the basic values. Okay, and I also mentioned I want to go from warm to cool. Warm on the bottom, cool on the top. So I want to do like a sort of, I don't know if this is too ambitious, but I want to do a sort of like gradient from the top to the bottom. So maybe I'll just do a wash really quickly. Make sure I didn't miss a comment. I saw Hokusai's wave painting in New York. Oh, is that the famous wave painting? Like the most, is that like that like the wave painting? See, I should learn these people's names before I come on YouTube and act like an artist. Is Hokusai the guy that made like the wave painting, like the one that we all see now? I forget what you said, and I was shocked how small it is. I love when art is very small. Hokusai wave. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do a gradient, like a kind of a wash. Okay, yeah. The Great Wave. Danny, how big was it? What? It says 10 inches by a foot and 3 inches. So 10 by 15? No way. No way that wave is 10 by 15. Also, for the people that are watching it back, or if you don't know, I didn't know. We're talking about the wave. Hold on, let me just find it. Talking about this wave painting. Wow, I had no clue. That's pretty sick. There are different versions of it as a woodblock print. Woodblock print. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's like lino cut, kind of. Is that what woodblock print is? Like lino cut. Okay, I'm gonna try and. At the very top, I want it to be kind of warm, a little cooler at the top. So this kind of like bluish gray color will work for now. But then as you move down towards the bottom, I want to make it a little warmer. It's too warm. And then I want it kind of to come like a brown at the bottom. $10 by 15. I actually could. That actually is really surprising. Yeah, I really like large paintings. Like I feel like they make a big statement. Like when you walk into a museum, and you see like a huge painting, it's like, oh my goodness, like how much time did this take? But at the same time, I almost feel like if the detail is there, I don't really see the point in going that big. Like, unless it's like you're doing multiple portraits in a single painting, like then I kind of get it. You have to go a little bit bigger. But I'm a huge fan of smaller paintings too. Okay, I want to keep the grass pretty warm, so I'm gonna mix in some yellow. Let's see how that looks. Too vibrant, I think. $10 by 15. So I think, what is that? This is a what? This is like a 5 by 8. So that'd be like triple the size, I guess. No, a little bit. 5, so we did 15. Oh my goodness, the math is already getting at me. I'm not that bad at math, but I quite often like the smaller ones in museum. I do too, but I almost wonder if I didn't paint myself, would I like those ones? Probably not. I probably would like the big ones, the huge paintings. Yeah, I doubt if I wasn't a painter, I probably would like the really grandiose, impressive paintings. Even the John Singer Sargent paintings, I feel like those could be 10 times smaller. He must have just liked working big, because I feel like those could easily have been done in like a quarter of the size. I've seen I saw one of John Singer Sargent's paintings at a museum not too far away from me, and it was absolutely gigantic. Like it was huge. I don't know why, but I guess maybe you just like to paint big. Maybe that's kind of a fun thing to do. Or maybe also for like the selling purpose. The size of the painting is one element of the composition. Your subject matter is what you intend to say and should determine the size of the painting. I would agree. I would agree that that's definitely a part of it, but also, I feel like maybe when things are digital, it's kind of harder to get that. Um, like in a digital, sometimes it's hard to tell how big a painting is. Ansel Adams, who's Ansel? Let's look up who's Ansel Adams. Ansel Adams, photographer. Okay, let's see. Oh wow, look at that. Oh wow, these are pretty cool. There's an Ansel Adams picture. There's no. That was really cool. I need to learn more people's. I need to learn more the names of more artists that I respect. Okay, I'm already kind of going off of what I wanted to do, which was be more specific and less like painterly. So I'm gonna reel that back in real quick. Really, Ansel Adams created landscape. Dude, see, this is what I'm talking about. How do I not know the father of landscape photography? I think I live under a rock too much. I focus on my own stuff too much. How have I never heard of Ansel Adams? That's a shame. Um, saw some documentary that he was paid well by the wealthy then, like modern day money, 100K. To do what? To do photography? That's why we should go to museums, see the real thing for ourselves. I agree. I've only really been to a few art museums like since I've been an adult. Really only one, honestly. I think I've only been to one. I can't think of too many other ones. Actually, yes, since I've been an artist, I think I've only been to like one. Oh, Sargent. Okay, that might be. Okay, that might be. That might be why he's painting so big as well. Okay, I'm gonna reel in the messiness because I want to paint more illustrative, at least for right now. And less like painterly. I have seen Sargent's watercolors, and they're insane. I think he did one of a crocodile that. Okay, let me look at that. Let me see if that's what I'm talking about. The same artist. Sargent watercolor crocodile. It might have been an alligator. I don't know. Yes. This is yeah. This is the same. Yeah, this is Singer Sargent. See, these are the kind of people I would love to see. Like, I wish they had like YouTube back then, and I could just see like, even if it wasn't a him telling you how to do it, I would love to just see him go through. I would just love to see him go through like his mind and just see him paint. Yeah, this stuff is crazy. I feel like you can definitely see where James Gurney was probably inspired by some of this stuff because his art has a similar kind of a similar thing to it. Yeah, I wish I could just see like I had the same thought with like Dean Cornwell and who else? Um I had the same thought with Dean Cornwell and someone else. Oh, that was John Singer Sargent. I had a thought with Dean Cornwell and some other artists that like I wish I could just see. The '50s artists like the '50s pulp artists. I wish I could just see like 10 seconds. Just that's it. That's all I need to see. Like 10 seconds of them painting, and that would change like how I thought about. I just wish I could see like just a little bit. But nope, there's no evidence of how they painted it. There's no. I mean, I guess you could do like the Mona Lisa thing where they peel back the layers, but it's really dull. I'm just gonna block in some of the shadows, and then I'm going to come back through with like another value to kind of blend it out. To be honest with you, I'm already really proud of this. That might sound weird to say because I'm not even like halfway into this, but just the fact that this is from imagination, and this is something I've always been so like intimidated by. I was looking at Leon Jerome's paintings, and I'm fairly certain JG was highly influenced by him. Leon Jerome. Let me see if I. Leon Jerome. French painter and sculptor. Let's see. Oh, snap. These are, oh my goodness. See, now we're getting to the point where I might need to take a step back. Because this stuff is like a little too impressive for me to be looking at, I think. Also, I love when, I really love when artists, I don't know what era it is, but when they do this thing where there's like shadow and light, like, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know how else I can explain it. But when they do this thing where there's like there's like light passing through a cloud, but it's also cloudy. I don't know how to explain it. I love when artists do that. That's what I think is so cool about the YouTube age, is that we can often see the great painters paint. Yeah, that's so true. I'm so glad, like Alex Ross, even though he doesn't do like full tutorials, I can just see at least a little bit of how his mind works when he paints. James Gurney, you can just see a little bit of how his mind works when he paints. Gil Robles, you can see a little bit of how his mind works when he paints. Yeah, I'm very grateful. Jerome is incredible, man. Look up the death of the Pasha. They have the. Okay, hold on. God, alright. Oh, there's a name for it. Sorry, I have to go. Oh, that's fine. I'll see you later, Irina. See ya. I'm glad you stopped by. Let me look up God array and painting. Are you sure it's called God array? 'Cause I didn't see it. God array art term. Okay, I can't see it. It's okay. I'm sure I come across it. I need to get a book of, Right. I'd rather just watch. Yeah, I'd much rather see just a. Well, not that I'd. Let me think. I think it has their place. I think I'm. Oh, God Ray. Okay, I thought that was the the technical name. You know what? I don't know if I'd rather see. I think certain people at certain points in their art. Oh, Rick's. Okay, I'm gonna look that up too. I think certain people at certain points in their art journey need different things. I know I used to watch a lot of tutorials, and then one day I just like. Not one day, but I just feel like I don't really need that right now. But I think a lot of people do need that. A lot of people do like to be. um, direct it a little more. But I was always that kind of kid. Hey, it's good to see you on the stream. Hey, Derek. Hey, your favorite Jersey girl. But yeah, I think I was always that kind of person that didn't really like to be like, at least in painting. Like whenever we would get like an art assignment, I would like kind of follow the rules, but also like just do mostly what I wanted to do. Okay, so I want to do. I don't want to just work with gray. I feel like that's gonna be an issue if I really. So I need to be clear about what colors I'm using, and don't just sink down to gray. Okay, I'm gonna mix kind of a brown. But yeah, I think some people need tutorials. I think some people really thrive off tutorials. I think that I personally don't, am not at that point anymore. Could we work with that, you think? It's a little dramatic, but. See, I don't know. Maybe we could work with this. I'm really trying to experiment a bit. And then I want to go a little lighter as we go back. Yeah, I also do have to remember, like, what I was about to say with the painting. Oh, we didn't look up Death of Pasha. Hold on. What I was gonna say about the artist that we were just looking at, is sometimes I have to like take a step back and not look so much at people that are like so far ahead of me. Because I feel like they're like so much ahead of me that there's no point in even looking at their art. Because sometimes I don't feel inspired by like really good artists. Sometimes it like steps into like, okay, now I'm like intimidated by this man from the 1800s. But I feel like I also keep in perspective that this person was also like 40 something when they painted that, probably, or they might not have been, honestly. But it's better for my mental health if I tell myself that they were like 40, and I still have time. I still have time. Except, have you guys ever seen that painting of the jester, like the sad jester that's sitting in a room? He's like wearing like a red outfit. The guy that painted that was 24, so I don't have that much time to catch up to that one. But the guy that painted the the jester, I don't know what the name of the painting is, but the jester that's like wearing the red, he's like a depressed jester wearing a red outfit. I think he was 24 years old when he painted that. So that is pretty intimidating. But I also don't live at an art residency. I also don't live. I also have like other responsibilities that aren't sit down and paint. So I can't be too hard on myself, but. And I also think I could live a completely happy life if I wasn't the best painter, or if I wasn't that good of a painter. Like, if my skill didn't improve from here on out, I think I could still be a completely normal, happy person. So I try not to put too much weight on all this stuff. I mostly look at ukiyo-e. Ukiyo-e. Hold on. Let me look up Death of Pasha. Hold on. Death of Pasha. Painting. I really don't know what I'm doing, honestly, with the color palette. I kind of like it though. We're going a little more wild than I'm used to. Oh snap! This is probably one of the most beautiful paintings I think I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna show you guys. This is probably one of the most. It's hard to show you guys on the camera. That might be one of the most beautiful paintings I've ever seen ever. Okay. 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 I gotta step my game up. Oh my goodness. This might even be my lock screen for a little bit. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely. I would love to know the story behind that too. Oh, my phone just died. So I apologize. I can't look up ukiyo-e right now. I guess I could, but my phone just ran out of battery. Japanese woodblock stuff. That's what gets me pumped. That's awesome. We were just talking about the woodblock stuff. I almost sometimes thinking why so much detail with like the with the Jean, whoever we were just talking about. Maybe sometimes there is a lot of detail, but I think that just shows how long they had to make the painting. Oh my good. I'm sorry. I'm actually stunned. I'm sorry. I'm legitimately stunned by how nice that painting is. See, but I wonder how much reference was used in that. Like, I wonder if I wonder if I just wonder how much reference was used for that. Like if there was any tracing or I mean, it wouldn't take away from how beautiful it is, honestly, but I do wonder. Come to Omaha, we could look at it IRL. Dude, Danny, no joke. I was literally thinking about taking like a week-long vacation somewhere. Cause I'm also trying to figure out where I would like to move once I graduate and like, cause right now I have no clue, and Omaha was one of the places I was looking at. So I might not, that's not out of the book. It's not out of the equation. Do you know? Is it the real painting is there? Like the real one is there in Omaha? Because I do find it kind of weird that like they have like in the relatively small place that I live, we have a John Singer Sargent original. Like maybe I'm not gonna say it's fake, but I do question. I do question. I do question why a John Singer Sargent painting would be in such a like. I don't know, just kind of odd, but I'll take their word for it. That it's a John Singer Sargent original. Okay, that's the basic blocking for that color. And I think I want to. Oh my goodness, 93 minutes. We've been streaming for longer than Rocky 1, I think. I think Rocky 1 is short. Isn't Rocky 1 like an hour and a half? And then I think what I want to do is I want to keep bringing in. I want to bring in the ultramarine thing that I do a lot. So I want to bring that into. But maybe do like a gradient maybe. And have it be like the most blue up here. This is just like a wash. We're not gonna. This isn't the final color. Maybe make it like the most blue up here, and then make it a little more purple as we move down. Just an idea. Yeah, see, Danny, now I don't even know how I would even go about making a painting like that. Yeah, cue the montage. If this was a Rocky movie, we would pretty much be at the point where he's fighting, the final fight. Like classical masters. Somehow the impressionistic mess makes more sense to me. The impressionistic mess. Oh, okay. You mean you're talking about like we're continuing the conversation about the details and stuff. Yeah, I think. Yeah. I think I'm on the same page as you, Meisuko. I really like the impressionistic stuff, but I'm always. I would say maybe I feel more. Like I have like a more like, that's really pretty, kind of like reaction to impressionistic stuff. But like realism, like actually impresses me. Like, oh my goodness, what in the world? Okay. Okay. 96 minutes. I think that's where I'm going to cut it short. Even though, well, yeah, even though we have 10 people watching, I'm very happy. I'm very grateful for all you guys. It is 96 minutes, almost 97 minutes. What time is it? 9:17. Okay. I think that's where I'm gonna cut it short for today. I might be back later. Maybe not tomorrow, but maybe sometime this week to do another painting or to finish this one maybe. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys for sticking around. We had a lot of fun talking about all different paintings. We talked about the Japanese style paintings. We talked about how the wave painting was a 10 by 15. Talked about Omaha, Nebraska. Also, just a side note. Danny, have you ever heard the, Omaha by Counting Crows? Because every time you mention Omaha, that's what I always think about. The Counting Crows song. But okay. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching and bye.